Hello, good evening, all. How are you all? Okay, I open with a question. So please help me to understand what is your current role. Are you a student, working professional, or are you doing any kind of business? Please use the chat box to communicate all your questions. And mean the time the questions are coming from you, I will take some of the questions from our chat box or the questions which are asked by the people before some time. Okay, so let's start with the questions. Okay, glad to see that there is a working professionals. Okay, welcome, welcome. You can also put into the chat box so that I can understand or I can know what is your name and who has attended this live stream. Great. Opex. Okay, the question is related to can you let us know regarding Opex? Okay, so Opex is the operational excellence program which is run by almost all the industries because when you want to do any kind of improvement, you require a focused approach, right? And if you don't have the focused approach, what you are doing or what we are doing, we will be continuing our daily task, or we can say we are doing our daily firefighting. So it's very important to have a focused approach. And how this focused approach is implemented, we are forming a dedicated team and a dedicated time to work on that. Now, different categories like there can be the areas in which the team needs to work, like customer satisfaction. So, there can be issues from the customer side on which we need to work. There can be some goals or strategy 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. Organization needs to work on that. If we are doing our daily tasks, there is really impossible to work on that goals. So to have the clear strategy and time allocated for that activities, we need to implement this operational excellence programs. Third one, we can see in existing situation we can have the lot of losses, like we can have the lot of quality issues, or like we can have the lot of engagement issues, right? So there can be the many problems in the organization related to, we can say, the productivity or performing the operation smoothly. So what we need to do, we need to use this operational excellence program to meet that. And the fourth benefit or the fourth intent of doing this operational excellence program is the financial benefit. Of course, the every industry, the primary goal is to have the profitability, right? So this is again one of the goals for which our organizations need to have this focused approach so that they can drive their profitability. In nutshell, we required the focused approach, that's following the systematic steps, and by following that methodology, we should meet all these four important goals that I have said to you, like meet the customer expectations, then meet the company strategic goals, have the profitability, and improve the current scenarios in the organization. And that's why operational excellence programs are very important. What kind of tools and certifications are required for operational excellence role? Okay, so this is one of the program, Lean Six Sigma. There is another one is called as a TPM, Total Productive Maintenance, and the third one is a world class manufacturing. Nowadays data science is also coming in picture, but if you see, my favorite is a Lean Six Sigma, and this is a great approach. And I had also seen that this is Lean Six Sigma is a core part of any improvement or operational excellence program. So if we take whether it is TPM or WCM or any other continuous improvement program or the operational excellence program, Six Sigma is an integral part of it. Why? Because it is following the systematic approach to solve the problems so that they we can achieve all these four goals that I have mentioned earlier. Okay, so if you want to go for this operational excellence role, I will suggest you to go for this Lean Six Sigma role, as we can say the green belt or black belt. Black belt is a more preferred to you if you want to have the career as a operational excellence role or operational excellence manager. That's a great thing. And later on, you can go for the learning of all these tools like TPM, WCM, or the data sciences from the reputed organizations. I hope I answers your questions. That's a great question. Thank you so much. I don't know what is your name, but it's coming as AMPM. Okay, so I answered your question. Uh, did you get the answer? Please use the chat box to communicate that. Okay. Now, robotic process automation, we can say it is nowadays coming into picture as the organizations are using the robotics. And frankly speaking, I don't have the more exposure to this RPA, but I can say that when you are going for the data collection, analysis, and effectiveness of it, green belt and black belt certification is going to be help with that. And it's not constrained to any particular methodology, industry, or organization. These tools that you are going to learn will be applicable to all kind of industries, irrespective of whether it is farm manufacturing, whether it is automation industry, whether it is a pharmaceutical, it's a BPO IT, right? So it is going to be applicable everywhere. In short, there are many benefits. I think I have already made a detailed video or detailed content on that, why every working professional, every student or the businessman should go for this training, Lean Six Sigma training. There are 8 benefits, 8 important benefits that I already explained. So if you can go to my YouTube channel and see why should I do that. So name of the video is why should I go for it. So if you can search that, you can get the details of it, why it is important. Okay, Manish, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment and your name. I can see that. I hope I answer your question. Great. Thank you so much. The next question, any other question? Okay, so let me take the question from the before discussions. The one of the question was right like that, how to prepare for the black belt certification examination from the ASQ. Okay, so if you go for the if you are going for the Lean Six Sigma black belt examination from the ASQ, I will suggest you to go the website, their website asq.org, and there you can get all the details. I got my answer. Thank you so much, Manish. So you will get the entire details. Like for example, if you want to go for the next examination. So the next examination will be in the month of November, and the application deadline will be October 5. So you need to apply before October 5 for this examination. Right now, what is the main thing here? That you need to go for the very detailed training for this black belt training. Second, you need to complete the one project, and you also need to get the project affidavit sign off from your management team or your leadership team. Now this project affidavit is an indication of that what is the project that you have taken, why you have taken that project. That means it is indicating what is a business case, then what are the different tools that you have used, and after that what is the result that you have got. And that is also certified by your leadership team, or we can say your finance expert, finance manager. So certified that you got this much of savings or this much of benefits from your project, and that is required for the ASQ black belt examinations. So you need to submit this affidavit to the ASQ, and after approval of that ASQ your project affidavit, you will be qualified for the examination. So that's the procedure. Now if you are going for the examination, how can we prepare for the GB and BB for the ASQ examination? That's the question that I'm going to answer now. Thank you so much, Manish. So the point is here that first thing, let me repeat that again. Step number 1, go for the extensive training of this Lean Six Sigma black belt, green belt or black belt for which you are going. Second, when you are learning at the same time, please initiate the project and start working on that so that you are having the theoretical as well as practical knowledge. Third, as soon as you complete the project, get the project affidavit completed and sign off from the leadership team, submit that affidavit form to the ASQ. After approval of that ASQ affidavit form, project affidavit form, you will be qualified for the examination. And if you complete the criteria for passing the examination of ASQ, then you will get the ASQ black belt or green belt certifications. Project affidavit is not required for the green belt, but for the black belt it's required. Now, depending on the examination that you are going for, there is a different and very systematic agenda is there. For example, if you are going for the black belt, the agenda is fixed. Like there will be the 150 number of questions, and for which topic, how many number of questions will be coming, that is already fixed. But we need to prepare in a systematic way on that particular topics. Now here is the key thing. You need to learn all the theoretical concepts. You need to execute maximum concept of that into your project, into your organization, learn them practically, and then go for the examination. Now if you see, I also noted down before the call that what is the topic. If you want to note down that, also I think I need to make a video on that because it's very important. So there are topics like there is an enterprise-wide deployment. So how the organization works and what is the importance from the deployment or implementation point of view. What is the role of leadership? So for that purpose, there will be 12 questions. Then there is a project management. There are 10 questions. Team management, I can say it's one of the most critical part of the black belt training. There are 18 questions on these topics. Define, we'll be having the 20 questions. Measure 25. Analyze 22, improve 21, control 15, and design for Six Sigma will be having the 7 questions. So these topics are indicating how much preparation you need to make with respect to the examination. But if you go for the real-time execution, you need all these important topics, learning of all these important topics. Okay, so I think I answered your question, how we can prepare for the green belt and black belt examinations. Okay, now there is another question from the Rakesh. Hello, good evening, sir. For professional in IT industry, what could be the learning path of Lean Six Sigma and career opportunities? See, as I already communicated to you that Lean Six Sigma certification is applicable to all industries, right? So the main certification is ITIL. That's the certification which is nowadays IT industries are initiating or asking working professionals to do that. But if you again see they are also looking for the Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt and Black Belts. I also got the many opportunities to work with them, but with this IT, but I didn't get that opportunities because of my goals that to help 100,000 working professionals to enhance their career growth. But this is very important. If you are getting this certification, that is helping you irrespective of any kind of industry that you want to be grow. Now the next question is from the Manish again. As there is no international body who is certified for the Six Sigma certification, so why ASQ is asking for project? That's an interesting question, but I am believer in this thought of the ASQ that is following. In fact, the certification that learn and apply or I am issuing to all my black belt professionals, I am also insisting that every working professional is completing the project, and after only that I am allowing them to go for the examination. So if they're meeting these 2 criteria like completion of project, sign of the affidavit and meeting the desired score into the examination, then only I am issuing the certification to all my black belt holders. Because this is not just a paper, right? Once you have this mark on that, you are a certified black belt, right? So you must have that skill set to handle the situation or to solve any kind of problem. And in my community, I'm not just allowing people to go for the examination, just complete the training and it's over, just complete the affidavit. No, I'm having this stringent handholding support for 3 months, and it's a reoccurring sessions, reoccurring handholding support. Like I'm starting from the week 1, so I'm starting from what is a methodology to learn. Then in 12 weeks, I'm guiding exactly what are the number of activities the working professional needs to complete by the next week so that they are having the great learning of the Lean Six Sigma concepts. They're also going to execute that concepts into the real life, into their organization or their project so that they also learn this concept practically. Now, if they're following this 12-week process, by the end of 12 week, they are ready with entire complete learning of Lean Six Sigma most effectively and practically. They had also completed their project, and again they are ready with the project affidavit. So from the 13th week, they are ready to go for the examination. So I designed the program in such a way that it's the most practical and effective program in the world that I have created, because I know that I have worked in this field for more than 13 years. So I know what is the exactly way that I should design, and I've designed in such a beautiful way. So that's the way. Go for the theoretical learning as well as practical execution of the project, and just follow the methodology, complete the project, submit the affidavit, and qualify for the examination. So this is a really great. If you just go for the training and if you get the certification, that is not meaningful, because the ultimate goal of the certification is like that. It is a demonstration, or we can say it is an indicator that if there is any problem in the organization, you are able to solve that, right? So it's a really great to go for the project. Manish, this is a really great thought process, and once you go through this, you will also see what is the value in that. It will help you a lot. Thank you so much, Manish. It's a really great question. I never understand it's why most company asking certification from premium institute. GE and Motorola never patent the Six Sigma methodology. Okay, see the people. If you see the industries, they're asking for certification from the premium institute because of this reason only. Because if you're going for any organization, training from any organization, just attend the training and get the certification. Nowadays there are many organizations, they are just providing the certificate. Just go for their training, and they're after the completion of training you are getting the certification. So it's a not effective, right? You just going through the training, it's not a demonstration that you have that practical knowledge to execute or apply their tools in the real life and to solve the real life problems, right? Now, if you go for the premium certifications like ASQ, which I am role modeling into my entire training and certification programs, if you're going through this certifications program, if you got this certification, so that is indicating that you have completed the project, you have submitted the affidavit, and after that you got the certification. That's why industries are looking for this. But ultimately, this is a first milestone, or we can say this during the selection or screening of the resumes. But as soon as the resumes are screened, you have got selected for the interview, the next important things comes in picture. What is the depth of knowledge you are having, irrespective of the certification you got from, right? So these certification, premium certifications are helping you in screening, getting selected for the first round of interviews, I can say. But whether you are getting selected into that organization or how much growth you will be having, that's totally depending on what is the effort, what is the energy that you have put during your learning process and in real life executions, right? So these are the two important things. I'm not the master black belt. I'm the black belt certified from the ASQ, and I'm carrying this certification from 2011. Okay, so it's a recertified, 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 recertified Lean Six Sigma black belt. Okay, so I'm owning this certification, and every 3 years I'm getting certified. Again, this is important thing. You need to recertify from each of these premium institutes. Why? Because there also be demonstration that you are continuously using these tools and techniques in real life. That's why I also need to go for the ASQ certification renewal of it every 3 years. And I'm doing that because it's the indication that your certification get renewed. That means you are using these tools and techniques in real life, right? And as you are getting recertified, that is also the, we can say, the indicator to the others that yes, you are going for these certifications, you are using these tools and techniques in real life. Great. Has this answers your question, Manish? Wow, I really enjoyed the answering your questions, Manish. There are too many questions and really great questions. Rakesh, did I answer your question? Okay, that's great. Last question. Are you okay? You can ask as many as questions you are having. Okay, so don't worry about how many questions you are going to ask. Thank you so much, Manish. You can put another questions, all the questions as well, and don't hesitate to put the or ask the questions whether it is should I ask it or Should I not? So you can put any questions here. I'm ready to answer your questions. So thank you so much for bottom of my heart. You are given so much information in the interactive session. Have a great time. Oh, thank you so much, Manish. I'm glad that my expertise, my experience, and is useful for you. And that's the ultimate goal with which I have started this organization. As I spent more than 13 years to learn the lot of things, I don't want everything should start from the scratch. So in my community, it's a really ready reference is there. You just need to walk the path. Thank you so much, Manish. Is there any other question? Okay, I can see in this live stream there are 67% are the working professional and 33% are the students. So that's great. You're attending this masterclass as a student. That means it's really great for you to know what is the exact path that you need to follow. That's really great. Is there any question from the student side? I'm just waiting for your questions. Okay, I forgot to mention the name of people who has joined my community in the last week. So, Music World, I don't know what is your name, but I really appreciate and thank you so much for joining my community. Abhishek Badgujar, yes, thank you so much. And Sridhar Kumar, thank you so much for joining my community. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Now, let's see any other question in the chat box. No. Okay. There is another input that I can provide. If you are, let's say, if you are completed the training, then it's time to go for the, we can say, for the examination, right? So I have formulated the simulation examination that are exactly aligned with the ASQ. And if you want to go through it, I just put the link here. So these are the examinations, simulation examinations I have prepared. Test LSHGB. And this is for the black belt. Test LSSPT. So these are the examination which I have prepared by considering what is the methodology or what are the number of topics that we need to address. Like I have explained that for each topic there are dedicated number of questions are assigned, and I have created these examinations from the, I can say I'm having the 1200 numbers of question bank, and from that these questions are randomly assigned to you. I'm providing the 2 attempts, and when I'm going through this, by attempting this examination you will be know that okay, are you ready for the examination or not, because the difficulty level I put that for the simulation examination is somewhat higher. That means if you are qualifying for this examination, you are ready for ASK examination. Yes, so these are the things that I have put into the chat box for if you want to test your knowledge for the green belt and black belt examinations. Any other question? Manish, thanks. I'm done. Okay, thank you so much, Manish. I'm glad that I helped you. I just didn't get the confirmation from Rakesh. Did I answer the question of Rakesh? Okay. Any other final question to end up the today's live stream? I think I answered all the questions that are in today's live stream. Let's wait for some more seconds and let's see any question is coming. Okay, I think no questions. Okay, that's all for the today. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Let's meet next Saturday at 8 p.m. And please be ready with your questions. As many as questions that you are going to ask, that will be helping